Infinite combos in Magic the Gathering. Everybody knows your classic infinite mana, infinite damage, even infinite card draw. You see what I did there? Like he's drawing a card? Anyway, once these combos get rolling, they can be very hard to stop. Just like my wife. Am I right, fellas? Classic. Check that off the list. Welcome to the video. Let's talk about infinite combos. In your average game of Magic the Gathering, there's going to be two kinds of infinite combo. The infinite combo, of course, and then the infinite combo with a stop sign. What do I mean by this? Well, truly infinite combos end the game in a draw because the game basically stops because there's nothing you can do about it. It just goes on infinitely. The game sees something happen, and then in response, it does something else, and then something else, looping infinitely. At no point can the player stop these kind of combos. Let's go over an example. We've got our homeboy, a Johnny's Chosen. 4 mana for a cat soldier that says whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under our control, we make a little cat. Of course, if we happen to have Enchanted Evening on the battlefield that says all permanents are enchantments in addition to their other types, this means our cat is going to be an enchantment. So now, an enchantment entered the battlefield, make a cat. Oh, whoops, that cat is an enchantment, make another cat. Whoops, that cat's an enchantment, make yet again another cat. And so on and so forth. So if nobody has any instant speed removal, this 2-card combo results in a draw. Nobody can do anything about it. You just assume there's infinite cats, and nobody wins, nobody loses. It's just a draw. Shuffle it up. In the discussion of infinite combos, you've probably heard this goes infinite with a ham sandwich. Well, what does this mean? What is the ham sandwich we're talking about? Well, basically, something that goes infinite with the ham sandwich usually has one of these following qualities. It untaps something, it has some weird mana stuff, or it has some graveyard shenanigans, where basically no matter what you do, it's very hard to not go infinite. Let's look at a good example. Today we've got Thornbite Staff, 2 mana for a shaman equipment that gives equipped creature 2 mana, tap. This creature deals 1 damage to target creature or player, and whenever a creature is put into a graveyard from play, untap this creature. Of course, with Equip 4, you can throw it on Marrow Gnawer, I hardly know her, because Marrow Gnawer, you can tap, sacking a rat, putting X 1/1 black rat creature tokens into play, where X is the number of rats you control. If you have more than, say, 2 rats, I think is mathematically the right number, you can go infinite. Let's take a look. Of course, we've got to have a rat in play. Then we've got to have good old MG with a tap, sacking the rat. That'll trigger Thornbite Staff, which will untap MG. Now we can tap him, sack another guy, untap, tap, untap, tap, untap, infinite rats, bing, bada, boom. Isn't that fun? Of course, you can also throw in infinite mana combos like Kinnan, Bonder Prodigy, because whenever you tap a non-land permanent for mana, add 1 mana of any type that permanent produced. This is normally very fine, except when you got Basalt Monolith, a 3 mana artifact that doesn't untap during your untap step, taps to add 3 colorless mana, and for 3 mana, you can untap Basalt Monolith. Kinnan basically breaks this whole thing open because now you're tapping for 4, and for 3, you can untap. Anyone who does basic math can see, hey, I'm profiting 1 colorless mana every time I tap Basalt Monolith. Isn't that fun? Now, the thing about these infinite mana combos and other mana combos in general is that they are controlled. All right, just like me and my substance abuse issues, they're controlled, okay? I can quit anytime I want. I'm not going to draw the game. And I promise, put the letters away. I don't need an intervention. This leads into the question, are infinite combos bad? Well, you have to first be aware of the concept of Exodia from a hit little game called Yu-Gi-Oh!, where basically you assemble the head, 2 arms, and 2 legs, and you instantly win the game. That seems kind of balanced to me. It takes 5 whole cards to get a win. That seems pretty fair, you know what I'm saying? But in Magic, you can go infinite with just about 2 cards, pretty much, and get a win off of that. That seems kind of unfair. That doesn't seem like a lot of fun. But that wasn't the question, so I guess we need to rephrase it. Are infinite combos fun? Well, Vsauce, it depends, really. Let's take a look at Exquisite Blood. 5 mana for an enchantment. Whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much life. 1/2 of an infinite combo with Veto, Thorn of the Dusk Rose. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Same thing, I guess, with Sanguine Bond, if you don't have Veto in the command zone. Now you've got a 2-card combo, where basically you have Exquisite Blood, Veto, Thorn of Dust Rose, boom, you win pretty much. You do any amount of life gain, and you can target all your opponents and they die. If they don't have protection, you win the game. That's pretty fun. Leaves you a little bit salty, but that means the next time that I see Exquisite Blood, I'm going to target the shit out of it. I'm going to remove it immediately. It's one half of an infinite combo. I'm going to be a better player because I know, hey, I'm going to lose if that card sticks around for too long. So I'm going to target it and remove it. Of course, in my opinion, I would say short games are better than long games. I'd rather lose in a short game to an infinite combo than to take 20 years playing stacks and the long game to eventually squeak out a win via 1 point or 2 of commander damage. I think I'd rather play against an infinite combo, which is where you come into the question of what's the power level of an infinite combo? The answer might surprise you because you just take an infinite combo, turn it on its side, boom. If you have an infinite combo in your deck, your power level is 8. Fight me in the comments, but I think that's pretty fair to say. You're welcome. That's the end of the video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you subscribe, subscribe. If you've got some extra money lying around, hey, donate to the children in Palestine using the link in the description down below. And what do you think? Do you run infinite combos in your deck? And what kind of infinite combo do you run? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.